find lighting, and this is like the only decent lighting that I have.
No problem, no problem. Thank you so much. If you can do me a favor, just share. I don't know if you could, but just share the video as well.
Okay.
So we can invite other people to come in. So we can get all in the nitty gritty and ask you a few questions and chat with you. All right. I can see you. How are you doing? Is it storming where you are? Because, I mean, it's like a terrible storm out here.
No, it was actually like this morning. We started snowing a little bit, but nothing so far. We had the storm that was really bad last week. So
okay. Yeah. Where are you? You're in the DMV area, right?
I'm actually in Philly.
Oh,
I live in PA.
Okay. Hey, Deb. Thanks for joining us. Share the video. Invite other people as well. Thank you guys so much for coming on. As you know, Liberian Gay Extraordinaire, the whole purpose of this platform is to change the narrative. There's so much negative information out there about Liberia, images that are about death, disease. I mean, you can't Google Liberia and you cannot find anything good on Liberia. So that's what this platform is about, to change that narrative. So, and I do that by featuring and showcasing and honoring Liberian women such as Lisa, who are doing extremely well within our community. So Lisa, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you guys so much for having me. I think it's a very great thing that as we have so many negative representation of Liberian women as well as Black women, it's good to have a page that represents positive attributes of women around the world. So,
yeah,
you know, kudos to you guys. Great thing, and I hope you guys continue to keep that up.
Yeah. So LEA, oh my God, girl, you slayed for the gods, honey. Yes. I was like, that dress, this girl just like shut the whole show down. Tell us about that dress, please. Let's start there.
All right. So Crystal, she's from DMV. She's in Maryland. Her brand is called Genuine, and I had reached out to her regarding, and I've been knowing Crystal for years. So to style me for the show, and she didn't hesitate. She was like, good. And it was funny because so much went into that. And just to see it all coming together, just show her creative just gift as an artist and a designer. When I went for fitting, which was last week during the storm, I actually drove to Maryland in that blizzard that we had on the East Coast. Literally, my heart pinned around, and I had to be there because I had to try everything. And when she put that dress on me, I have a video that I will post throughout the week.
Please do share.
I was spinning around like a princess. Yeah, I was like, I don't want to take it off.
Yeah.
And at the time, I didn't decide on the gloves. And she was like, what she did before I got there. And she was like, Lisa, I feel like you should do the gloves. And I'm like, we should? She was like, trust me. The glove was said, ain't nobody gonna think about creating an African glove.
That dress was fire, Lisa. I was like, I saw that thing. I'm like, oh my God, this girl has killed this whole, like, they need to bring y'all back next year. Seriously.
Y'all should tell them.
Yes. They need to
you guys
hire you and Jimmy. You and Jimmy did an excellent job.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So yeah, you guys should tell them. And you know, like real quick with the gloves thing, the reason why I say it because of the detail of our artisticness was it was leather.
Oh,
the part of my leather. And the outside material was the African fabric, and it was a zipper. So if you could see the detail of it to show you how artistic she is, that's the only reason why I'm mentioning that, was like it was so much detail and it was well fitted. So shout out to Crystal, shout out to the talented designer. There's so many designers out there, and you guys are doing an amazing thing, and your representation of Liberian fashion will change the world.
Yeah.
So kudos to you guys.
So okay, I'm ready to like hire her for like a dress or something. How can we get in touch with Crystal? How can we get in touch with Crystal? Does she have a page or what?
Oh, you guys can follow her.
Okay.
You can follow her on Facebook. Her name on it is Crystal Jawoyan, and I will post her stuff. When we're done, I'll send it to you. You can share it to your followers,
Okay.
And your listeners, and you can follow our Instagram, on Snapchat. Like, she's very responsive, and she's very talented.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely.
Okay. So was this your first time hosting LEA? Like, or hosting period? Was
Yes.
this your first time hosting period?
No.
Okay.
I've actually hosted multiple events before. I think about 2 years ago, I hosted a Liberian Music Award in Atlanta.
Okay.
So shout out to the Liberian Music Awards committee. And I've also hosted Runway Liberia, which takes place every year in Maryland, two times already in the last 2 years.
Yeah, I want to
Yes.
go to this
Yes.
one. I think I follow the lady who does it too. I think there's one coming up in June or so.
Shout out to her.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna show up for that one too.
Yeah, then I will see you.
Yeah, okay, good. How was the experience? How was the experience, the LEA experience?
The experience was, when you work with, like, because you do a lot of different things besides modeling and all that stuff, that the hosting thing had just kind of been added to the resume the last few years. So it's always good to work with people that have, different experiences in different, I guess, industries, so to speak. Working with the Elliott committee was completely different for me because it was a learning experience as well. You're dealing with a lot of other artists. You have a larger audience base as far as who's attending. So you have to make sure that you were you're on cue with everything. And I just think that experience was just great for me, as someone, in the industry and just trying to expand her craft. So it was a good experience.
Okay. I mean, like everything else, there were some critics concerning the LEA. I know that's not an entity that is of your own. You were just hired to host, but you were on the inside. So people were complaining about how it was disorganized. There was a lot of complaints. Like, you being on the inside, what would you say to those people? I mean, were their points even valid?
I think everybody have a valid point when it comes to spending your money for an event that you believe that you should get what you paid for. So I feel like, there is that gray area where there's a difference between constructive criticism and the difference between just completely just trying to be negative. And I feel like there are a lot of people that give constructive criticism about the LEA, and I feel like the LEA committee should take those constructive criticism into consideration because it's the 10th year. So people don't want to come and deal with the same thing they dealt with 5 years ago, last year, because you've been in the game for 10 years. So, take those complaints and see how you can improve it. And one of the reasons why I decided to host the show was being on the outside and always having different view about it. I wanted to see what I too could do to make sure the event be as great, so for me, I hope that Elliot does take the criticism that they received, the constructive one, not the negative one, because a lot of the complaints that so far, it wasn't particularly so much about how the show went, which was great this year because of hosting, but mostly little things that, they too can kind of learn from.
Yeah.
We're in an entertainment industry that is still growing. When I say grow, offend anybody, but we're still trying to get on top of that level. In order for us to get there, it all takes everybody working together. We can't be divided,
So if they were to call you back, I mean, would you agree to do a second LEA? Would you host again?
You will know if they call me back. You will know if they call me back.
You're trying to tease us. Okay.
I mean, it wouldn't be fun if they were to call me back. You would know. I wouldn't say yes. I wouldn't say no now. Yeah. It's up to them. And shout out to Marilyn. She's watching. She's one of the most brilliant. I mean, like, just working with her, work ethic was amazing. The production manager, shout out to her. I call her the boss lady. She with the LEA team. I mean, this woman work ethic is so amazing. She's so hardworking and she knows what she's doing.
What's her name?
What's her name? Her name is Marilyn.
Oh, Marilyn.
She's on here.
All right. Hey guys, as you come in, please share the video. Please share.
Yeah, please share, guys, if you're watching. So shout out to her. I just learned so much working with her. And I just think that she's so brilliant. She's so smart. And the Elliot does have some great people on that team, regardless of all the constructive criticism. Like I said, not because I'm hosting, I'm trying to give them all the props. I'm taking what people are saying into consideration, you know. So
Okay.
yeah, definitely.
All right. So let's switch it. Let's talk about Angel Lips Cosmetics. So tell us a little bit, give us a rundown on the brand.
So Angel Lips Cosmetic is a Liberian owned brand. The goal was to empower women by enhancing their natural beauty, not like trying to change you. I love makeup. A lot of the misconceptions that I get is, are you a makeup artist? No, I'm not. I would love to be, but I feel like everybody has to know the area, which is, you know, there's a lot of talented makeup artists that I work with. God hasn't blessed my hand that well yet. I still struggle with the brows, but I'm fortunate enough to work with talented women in the Liberian community. Shout out to my girl, Samby. She's also the face of Angel Lips.
Yeah.
Love you, baby. Thank you for supporting me. Shout out to my girl, Tutu Artistry. I work with a lot of talented makeup artists. And right now, the company is going through reconstruction. So things been on hold. If you've been emailing, messaging me, things been on hold for almost, it's going to be a year now as I'm trying to restructure everything. And but we'll be coming back very soon.
Okay.
So stay tuned for the new collection.
Okay.
Stay tuned, ladies.
All right.
Stay tuned.
So like, what do you offer? What products are you offering?
Okay, I'm wearing one of my lipstick now.
Okay.
Offer lipstick, matte lipstick. I have organic lip balms. I have eyeshadows. For my new collection, I wanted to step outside the box. So I'm working on eyeshadow collections. One of the eyeshadows collections that I'm working on, they're all natural products, not tested on animals. And then I'm also working on the glitter collections. It's called an all over glitter. So you can wear it on your eyelid, you can wear it on your lips, you can wear it all over your body, and it's natural. So like I said, it's not animal tested. It's just as good as all the natural brand ladies.
So okay, how come you haven't branched into like foundation? Like you're just doing, why not go into foundation as well?
Let me tell you about that. I don't want. I would speak my colloquial
yeah, my
the Jamaican say. You gotta stop talking. Let me tell you, you know the women there, you know we black women there, you know we got different. Hi sis. Hi. Shout out to my sister Lisa Togbah. She also designer. Love you. Thank you for tuning in. Please make sure you share it. Get everybody to watch. But we are dark. I mean, a black women. We have different shades, and I feel like branching into foundation is a little bit more. It requires a lot more financially, and as my company is growing, I don't want to expand into something or put a product out there that I'm not proud of. So I want to work with the best. So there's a lot of shades. So you can't just come up with like one shade versus a lipstick. You know? So it does require a lot, and I kind of want to take my time because I have sensitive skin nowadays as I'm getting older. So I want to make sure that the product I put out there is just as great.
Yeah. And I think that's why Rihanna's brand is so popular and is so successful, is because she does, you know, reach out to women of color, minorities, women who the different hues and shades, you know, and she does it well. So yeah, if you can, that's a business that you do want to tap into.
Yeah, this idea we've been talking about this for a few years. I even ordered some products and I was testing. So shout out to Rihanna. One thing I will say to everyone watching, when you have an idea, come up with it, just do it, because the longer you wait, there's other people that's having those ideas too. So that while you're waiting and trying to take time, someone else will come be like, you know, the same thing with beauty, you know, like it's a big, and there are room for every one of us. You don't have to downplay another woman to kind of get the spotlight. We can all support and grow in any industry we put our mind to. So shout out to Rihanna. She's in a market that, you know, I hope I reach that level one day. But I do know that my goal is to be one of the top brands in Africa. And by the grace of God, it will help you.
Amen to that. Amen to that. So like you said, the brand is in transition. What are some of the challenges?
Well, honestly speaking, one of the major challenges I'm having is as far as I'm in graduate school. So I decided to go back to school 2 years ago, and it's been crazy. You know, it's one thing to be doing your undergrad. It's another thing to be doing your graduate degree. So it's very time consuming, and just trying to make sure that when I put everything out there to make sure that it's the level that I want. I went through remodeling where there were certain things that was done and I didn't like it. And so that kind of like pushed me back a little bit. So as I'm about to finish school this year, I believe that it will give me more time to focus more on improving certain areas of the business that I've been trying to improve
Girl,
on. And that just, in all
congratulations.
honesty,
Man, you're busy.
thank
Congratulations.
you.
Yeah. Much. You are inspiring us
Thank
for
you.
real. What are you doing in grad school? What's your major?
I'm pursuing my MBA in information system and technology.
Nice.
So, yeah. So, I mean, I just feel like as a Liberian woman and as a Black woman, I feel, you know, there's no limit as to what we can do. And it's a good thing to be beautiful and wear cute outfits. But,
Come
you
on
know,
now.
what really makes a woman more attractive is her brain, is
Yes.
her intelligent level.
Yes. Yes.
So to
Bringing
everyone
something to the
listening,
table. Yeah.
exactly. So if you're listening and you're in school and you're trying to pursue whatever it is, you don't have to go get a degree now. Don't get me wrong. It was a personal decision because I wanted to accomplish it before I hit 30. But whatever it is you want to do, just know that you can achieve anything. I'm not where I want to be, but I know that one day I will get there to inspire other people.
Question.
Oh, somebody have a question?
Yeah. Let's take that question.
Hi, Sonia. Hi, Sonia. That's my other BFF from Maryland.
Okay. Hi, Sonia. Welcome. Thank you for your question. Okay. Sonia says, what advice would you give up and coming young adults in the African community, just in general, who would want to start a cosmetic or any business?
Okay. That's a very great question, because especially when you talking to other people that want to get into an industry that you're in, the first thing you do is like, damn, I'm really gonna get her advice. Is she just about to come up in my industry? But like I said, it's an industry that is huge and anyone can be in it because it's a big industry. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. So the first thing I would say is to find out exactly what type of products you want to put out. Do research on Google. Google is your best friend, and YouTube is. There are a lot of
YouTube University.
How to start a cosmetic line.
Yes.
Yeah, there's keywords. How to start a cosmetic line. That is as broad as you can be. And I'm telling you, there are millions of videos out there. And it's just, it also, like you said, or any other business, whatever your interests are, there are videos out there, the other people that have done it. And one thing I've learned from watching one of those other videos, just people inspiring you, is find someone in that market that you want to get in, that inspires, and then look at what they did.
That's key.
And then try to mimic it. You know, it's
don't
not about
reinvent the wheel. Yes, there are people who out there who are already doing it. Yes. Yeah.
So you're not reinventing anything. You are just reappropriating what someone else has already did, but making it your own.
Thank you.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yes.
You know?
Putting your own personal touch to it, which does make the business totally different, because you come from a different background, different perspective. So it would be totally different. Good question, Sonia. Thank you. So Lisa, tell us, let's get a little bit personal. Tell us about yourself. Like, what tribe are you? Like, what's your background? Who is Lisa?
Okay, my father is Kran.
Okay.
And my mom is Pele. No offense, I do mostly identify with the Pele people because I was raised by my mom's side mostly. And now in my adult life, now I'm getting to know the Crown people as much, you know, like mostly my dad's, I get to know his side of the family more, but I've been around the Pele people, so I consider myself Pele girl. I say that because I want my dad to kind of get vested. He can give it to me. My inheritance, daddy,
disclaimer.
Disclaimer.
So were you born in Liberia or were you born here?
Ma, boy la bra boy Morovio.
Okay, my
boy
sister.
La bra, yeah. Oh, someone have a question, Ashley Decanty.
Okay, it is breaking up, and I cannot. Lisa, if I cannot hear you, it's for some reason it's breaking up. There's like a.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but it's breaking up. There's like a terrible snowstorm today, so let's see. Yeah, I'm enjoying my interview too, man. Let's see.
Hey, man.
Well, can you see me? And can you see me and hear me clearly?
I can see you. I can see you. It's like you're going. I don't know if you can see me because I can see myself. Can you see me? I can see you. You're moving around.
my goodness. All right. We're
I can hear
experiencing
you.
a terrible blizzard today, so it might be
Oh.
affecting the signal a little bit. I got you. Okay. No, so I was
Okay.
asking, were you born in Monrovia or were you born here in America?
I was born in Monrovia. I came to the U.S. in 1999 December. So I've been here for over 17 years or so.
Wow.
But you know, Liberia is home, and I'm like just proud to be a Liberian woman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you, Yimpu.
I know. Do you have any plans on like moving back home, or I mean, do you see yourself? I mean, America, this is the place for you now. This is it.
You know what? That's something I've been thinking about. I admire all those young people going back home and just starting businesses. It's like, you know, so it's definitely something I want to work on. Moving there 100%, I'm not sure, but going back and forth and having a business there, definitely, of course. Settling in Liberia for a very good in the future, yes,
Mm-hmm.
definitely,
Mm-hmm.
because I would feel, you know, there's nowhere like home. And every time you go home, you don't want to leave, you know. The only thing that scares me about saying I want to live in
Yeah.
Liberia right now in my
It's
life,
a
like in the
different
next 1 year,
atmosphere back home.
100% is the healthcare system. Yeah, it's the healthcare system. If I knew that if something happened to me, I didn't have to worry or question the level of expertise of the doctors, like, you know, little thing. And I'm not trying to be offensive or anything. I'm just being 100%
Yeah, I
transparent.
mean, those are the
I would
facts.
live in there
That's
now.
what we're dealing with right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the
Right. So
facts.
for me, it's like until I can get too comfortable, I want to move there 100% right now,
Mm-hmm.
like to live fully. But I want to be going back and forth. So several months there, several months here, and then just to see, you know, where life takes me. But definitely, I love Liberia. When I'm there, I never want to leave. You know, we just have some improvement. But besides that, it's nowhere like home, man.
Yeah,
Nowhere
yeah.
like
I
home.
mean, when you're there, it's so relaxing. You know, you're not rushing to work every day. I mean, it's just a
Ma, and the food.
relaxing atmosphere. It is. It's very relaxing.
And the food
Yeah.
is good. And the food.
Okay, speaking of that,
Them
let's
couple
switch it now.
next cheeky.
Let's switch this interview to Kolokwa. What's your favorite Liberian food?
I like tteokbokki. I like
Yes.
GB. I like kasaoli. I like pampota. But honestly, tteokbokki is my number one favorite soup. Then I can
Okay.
do
Okay.
everything else after that.
All right.
What I don't like is peanut butter soup.
Oh, the soup. Yes, 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 yes. I like that though. I like that. I mean, if the right person cook it now, if it's cooked the right way, it can be really
Yeah.
good. Favorite Liberian saying, and you gotta say in Kolokwa.
My favorite. Okay. Okay. It's like a word. It's like I pick phrases that I get stuck with and I say it for everything, and that's ma,
Mm-hmm.
like ma, like ma, like I just say that throughout. But okay, not to use that one word. What is my favorite Liberian saying? Doggy. You were balanced?
Yeah, you were balanced. Oh, you guys say you were saying the Kolokwa. I can't talk about you were balanced.
Oh, you were balanced, oh.
You were balanced.
That,
on your small, on your big toe.
Oh, hold on. I think I got another one. The thing I ain't worrying you.
Favorite Liberian artist?
My favorite Liberian artist, I honestly don't have one because I feel like a lot of talented artists out there. Like I like CIC, I like Kabasi, he's so talented. Of course, I like Quincy B. I like Bucket Ruff from PA, so shout out to him. I don't really have a favorite artist. I just feel like there's a lot of amazing artists out there, and just to just pick one is kind of So
Okay.
for me, I like what they're out, the music they're putting out.
Yes, because I don't do long lives, so I think I've got into business a little bit. So anything you want to share with us that what don't we know about Lisa? What's a little secret that we don't know about you?
People don't normally know that I write. That I write. That I write. I write poetry. I write scripts. I write other stuff. And I think that if you were at the LA, you kind of got a little bit of a taste of a deaf poetry thing
Lisa,
there. So, you
the
know, people
signal
don't
is
know.
breaking up again. 1 second, Mama. Let it take.
You don't feel. I like female artists, though.
I want to hear you clearly.
Scarlett White is talented too, you know. So shout out to her as well. No, look at Andrew. He said you don't like any female artists. Got me
Lisa,
on
the
minute
signal
first.
is breaking up. Can you hear me clearly? Because I can't hear you.
Yeah. I can hear you kind of going a little bit in and out.
All right, we'll just give it a minute so that it can clear up, and then we'll wrap it up here with Lisa. We're experiencing a terrible blizzard, and most places have lost power, so the signal is a little bit poor today.
Wow. Shout out to Jonda Morris. She's watching. Shout out to you, Jonda. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you guys, everyone, for tuning in. Let me see. My signal is breaking up a little bit because we're experiencing a blizzard. A lot of places have lost power. So, Lisa, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
A little bit fainted, but I can hear you
now too. Thank you so much for taking the time out to
love you
come and chat with me. I appreciate it. Kudos to you for all the amazing things that you're doing right now in your life. Continue to keep striving for the best. You don't know, there are people watching you that you don't even know are watching you. So just keep pushing, Mama. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right,
thank you so much for having me. Thank you, you're extraordinaire. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Sorry if you missed the interview, but make sure you watch it and share the video. Follow their pages if you have not.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you for sharing the video, and thank you for joining us. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.